Kirby Smart just gave us multiple updates as SEC Media Days gives us an opportunity to see behind the curtain with what is going on with some of these programs, and we got to break it all down. What's up, guys? I'm Matt Long. Welcome to Georgia Football 365. If you are a Georgia Bulldogs fan, please hit that subscribe button. Only 6.2% of viewers are subscribed to the channel, and it really helps me out a ton. But let's jump right into what we got for today. Yesterday, we broke down what was sort of a rumor, but it was corroborated by real sources. And today, Kirby Smart came out and he did give us an official update on what is going on, or what he at least knew what was going on with Dante Dowdell. Dante Dowdell, a four-star running back transfer who just landed with the Georgia Bulldogs via the transfer portal. But unfortunately, we are hearing reports of an ATV accident, which is going to be holding him out for likely the entire season, but certainly a large chunk of the year. There was speculation. Not everyone believed that, something actually happened, and people were saying it was rumors, but we got this comment from Kirby Smart earlier today. He said, "We're praying for him and his family. We expect a full recovery, but the outlook right now is we're waiting to see. We'll go day to day with him and see. I hate that for him and his family, but he's a great kid. It's been tough. A lot of our players have been over there to see him. It's just one of those really tough situations." So Kirby doesn't give us the most to go off of, but what he does tell us is something certainly happened. These rumors aren't 110% fabricated. There's certainly things going on with Dante Dowdell, and we are, rooting for him to make a full recovery here. Love to see that some of the Georgia players are going over there and visiting him and making sure that he feels as comfortable as he possibly can. So we are praying for him, rooting for him. Dante Dowdell, make it through this. Yep. So let's jump into our next update here, as Kirby did give us a bunch of more updates. And let's start talking about some players that you guys are going to recognize from last year. Bottom right picture is Drew Bobo, who is the last year's starting center and this year's starting center as well. However, he is currently still coming off of that injury. We know that last year he got hurt versus Georgia Tech and was out for the remainder of the season. But Kirby said that Drew Bobo looks great after his foot injury. However, Georgia will be managing his workload as we go through fall camp. And we can say the same thing about starting defensive end Gabe Harris, who is in the top left of this image right here. So same situation for both of these injured players working their ways back. They are not fully back. They're still working. They are, working to become the same version of themselves that were great last year, and we are going to be putting them on a sort of an easier workload as we start ramping up for the start of the regular season. Speaking of ramp ups, let's talk about a freshman coming in here. This is Justice Fitzpatrick, younger brother of New York Jet defensive back Minkah Fitzpatrick. Justice Fitzpatrick tore his ACL and had surgery 7 months ago. We got an update from Kirby Smart today that his injury recovery is going well. Now, I put updates like this in these videos, and some people, they come out and say, well, of course, the recovery is going well. They go well 99 times out of 100. But it doesn't always work out like that. Look at the New York Giants right now with Malik Neighbors. He tore his ACL week 3 last year. He's not going to be ready for the start of this season. So these ACL tears, they're tough injuries. Sometimes they take a while to come back from, but fortunately, Justice Fitzpatrick is on the right road here. So Georgia's 4-star cornerback recruit that we brought in the 2026 class, a guy who was ranked as a top 200 player in the 2026 class. Everything is as scheduled. Everything's going as well as we are hoping that it would be going with Justice Fitzpatrick. Don't expect him to be a difference maker this year. 1, freshman. 2, coming off the ACL tear. So that's what we got there. Next updates, we got some more players here. We got a pair of Georgia linebackers here that Kirby gave us some more positive updates. So we're hearing Raylan Wilson and Zayden Walker. Both players are full go. They're back. They are ready to rock and roll for the Georgia Bulldogs this upcoming year. We know Georgia is known for pumping out, or not only having elite linebacker play at the college football level, but then pumping out elite linebackers to the NFL next year or in the NFL draft. And I'm not saying that either Wilson or Walker are going to be elite prospects, but what I am saying is we are hoping for a big year, and they are coming back from their injuries, and they are already ready to go. Raylan Wilson coming back from that knee injury from last year, and Zayden Walker coming back from a shoulder injury. Getting into some more good news here, we do have a positive update again on wide receiver Sakovi White. He is coming back from a shoulder injury, and he is ready to go as well. Last year, only put up 8 receptions for 70 yards, but this year figures to be Georgia's starting slot wide receiver. So we are excited to see what Sakovi White-Helton will be bringing to the squad this upcoming year. Very happy that he is going to be back and ready to go, because if you've been paying attention to some Georgia headlines over the season, there are some people out there, cough, cough, Steve Smith Sr., talking a lot of trash about Gunner Stockton. So we want our starting wide receivers to go out and do whatever they can to help Gunner Stockton look as good as he possibly can and get this Georgia offense moving, which every year, of course, figures to be a run-first offense. But to be it's really tough to win a national championship like that. Georgia has one of the best offensive lines every single year, but it's really tough to just roll over the entire country all the way to a national championship. So we got to make sure we are also productive in the passing game, and Sakovi's full recovery here, which has happened, is going to help us in that regard. Final name here that we are going to be bringing up. We've got another guy fully ready to go. This is defensive tackle Jordan Hall. He's back from his knee injury. He is ready to rock and roll for the Georgia Bulldogs this upcoming year. So overall, you would call it the overall injury update's pretty positive. Really, all we are out here looking for is anyone not going according to schedule. And while my number one takeaway from this is I really wish Drew Bobo was ready to go, but outside of that, really could not ask for much better than what we got from Kirby Smart here. So SEC Media Day, or at least Georgia's Media Day. So Monday through Thursday, all the SEC coaches and some players are going to step up to the podium, get to say their piece, talk a little bit, get some interviews, questions, and answers. This morning was Kirby Smart. Someone else who stepped up to the podium was Gunner Stockton. He said a lot. We're going to break down some more quotes from this press conference, from both Kirby's and Gunner's press conferences in a later video, likely tomorrow. That's what I got for this one. If you stuck around this long, I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video all the way through. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Go Dogs!